Now, cancer affects 1 in 3 of us. Those are the shocking statistics these days. So how about surviving a cancer and then getting on with your life? Well, that's quite an achievement. But surviving 3 types of cancer in 1 year? Perhaps after that you'd want to take rather a long rest, but not if you're Patrick McIntosh, who's about to ski to the South Pole to raise money. Thankfully, he's got a polar guide with him, Conrad Dickinson, who's here as well. Gents, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Patrick, what a year. What have you had?
Well, I've had bowel cancer, and I had all my 17 inches of bowels removed, and stomach muscles, and 5 lymph glands or nodes or something or other removed, and then I climbed Kilimanjaro and then came back and they said, you've got to have your prostate out. So I had a radical prostatectomy, and they took out pipes and prostate gland and all the rest of it. And in between all that, somebody was taking bits of skin off my back and my hands and my face and so on and so forth. But the skin's the easy one. It's the stuff that you can't see inside you is the tricky one.
Dare I say, it said you look remarkably well.
Well, I'm one of the lucky ones, and so the reason I'm doing this is to try and get people to be aware of the fact that if you catch it early, you can survive these things. And the most remarkable thing, as far as I'm concerned, is I gave blood every year of my life since I was 18. I went to give blood in 2012, and my iron levels have fallen off a cliff, and that set in motion a train of events which led to the bowel cancer. But the problem we have in this country is that there is no early warning system. Bowel cancer is the second earlier death cancer in the UK, and yet the reason it is that is because nobody knows they've got it until it's too late. And if we can persuade everybody to get themselves tested, to be more aware of their bodies, then we could reduce the huge cost on the National Health Service, and people would, as I say, you can all live a very good death or you can live a bad death. 74% of us are going to live to 90, 47% of us are going to live to 95, and apparently 20% of us are going to live to 100. And we can do this very easily if we look after
You're a man of a certain age, Patrick. And
58.
Well, there you go. Well, yeah, but yeah, it's an issue, isn't it? You talk about to men about bowels and prostate. You've got a problem. They don't want to know.
50% of the men have never had their prostate checked, and that's the big problem. People need to get out there. They don't want to be squeamish. But it's also about the fact that you can help yourself by eating better food, cutting down on fats and carbohydrates, salts and sugars, taking more exercise. As I say to people, eat leaves, take exercise, and you'll live a really good, long life.
Very good advice. Not always that easy to implement.
Absolutely.
Patrick, you could do all of this fundraising sat at home with your feet up. Why the challenge? I mean, obviously you've got someone like Conrad and you're taking him through this. What does it say about Patrick that he's willing to do this, Conrad?
Well, oh, sorry.
Patrick's got it up there, which is fantastic, and it's sort of 80% sort of mental and a bit physical thrown in. So I think it's tremendous what Patrick's doing to raise this awareness.
And what sort of conditions are you two going to have to face?
It's going to be a bit nippy. I think today it's minus 31.
A little bit nippy.
And we fly in to a physiological altitude of about 11,500 feet, so we'll have altitude to deal with.
Look, we're out of time. Just briefly, how do they follow you? How do they give money?
They follow me on kmgfoundation.blogspot.co.uk. You can see our trip. We're satelliting our position, and we'll be updating the information on where we've got to and how we've got on.
Best of luck. Look forward to seeing how you get on.
Well, we hope to send you a message when we get there.
Yeah, we shall
great.
look forward to that.
Fantastic.
Minus 31, Naz.